Okay. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to this particular live session. This particular live session is for all the students who are going to prepare for Capgemini. First category of students are the ones who have got some information from their college that Capgemini is going to visit their college for on-campus hiring. And also another category of students like maybe Capgemini is currently not visiting your college, but definitely it will conduct a lot of off-campus drives in the next few months. Okay. Even for the 2022 batch students, first they conducted on-campus drive last year in August, and then they conducted a lot of off-campus drives for the 2022 batch in the next semester, that is the final semester. So if you are a 2023 batch student, you will get Capgemini off-campus drive maybe after November or December. But you can watch this video till the end so that you understand what are the new changes Capgemini has brought in their campus hiring process. Even the same pattern they follow for the off-campus hiring as well. Okay. So we are going to check what are the latest changes. We are going to check what was the previous year pattern, because from the previous year pattern, they have taken a lot of things for this year pattern and they have added some new things. Okay. So some students have received a lot of information from their college. Some students have just received information that Capgemini is going to visit and start your preparation. So we got a lot of messages from students that what exactly we need to prepare, whether there is any change in the pattern. So we are going to discuss that today. Currently, I have not enabled the live chat. So first I will complete my presentation and then you can ask me any queries. After that, I will turn on the live chat and we'll start with the Q&A session at the end. Okay. So one important thing first, we are going to start with the Capgemini specific masterclass, preparation masterclass from 16th of August. Okay. So those who are interested can wait till the end of the session because more details about the masterclass will be given at the end. Okay. So first of all, we will start with today's session now. Okay, so this is going to the agenda. Who should start Capgemini preparation? That we are going to check. Previous year pattern, we are going to check. What is the latest pattern? What are the changes compared to last year? Important topics based on previous year pattern, because whenever a company introduces new pattern, definitely the important topics directly cannot be predicted, but based on previous year pattern, definitely we can do that. And how you can start your preparation, that we are going to check. Okay. Okay. Now, basically, who should start Capgemini preparation? See, if Capgemini visited your college last year for 2022 batch, then there is a high chance that they will visit this year also. Maybe your training and placement officer has still not got the information. Okay. So if it is visited last year, then also it is good to start with your preparation. Secondly, your training and placement officer might have told you that Capgemini is going to visit. So definitely you need to start preparation. Some students have already received an emailer from Capgemini in some of the colleges. Okay, so definitely you need to start. And all those who want to get into Capgemini through off campus, you have got a very good time of 3 to 4 months. Prepare yourself well, because Capgemini's new package is, I think, around 7.5 LPA. That also we are going to check. So that package also you can get. Okay. So 3 to 4 months, if you prepare very well for Capgemini, then also you can get into Capgemini through off-campus drives. Okay. So let us start now. So last year, Capgemini offered two basically roles. Now this year, they are going to offer three roles. Okay. First is the analyst role, and the package is 4.25 LPA. Second is also the analyst role. This is a new differential role which they have introduced. So both first and second are analyst role. But for the second role, they are offering a slightly higher package, that is around 5.75 LPA. Okay. And the third is senior analyst. So that is around 7.5 LPA. Okay. Now, from last year, they have already increased the package for the base, that is the analyst package, and they have also increased the senior analyst package, and they have introduced a new package that is a differential role for 5.75 LPA. So it totally depends on your particular performance in their selection process about which package or which role you are going to get. Okay. So if you perform very well in each of the packages, then you will be getting the senior analyst role. Maybe if you perform medium level, okay, not up to the mark of senior analyst, but better than analyst, then you will get the new differential role and you might end up with the package of 5.75. And if you maybe clear all their you can say cutoffs and you are up to the mark but not for the second and third role, then you will get the analyst role. So it totally depends on Capgemini's criteria how they are going to select students basically for the 3 roles. Okay, so this is what Capgemini has declared right now for the package and roles. Okay, first, before going for the new pattern, let us first check what Capgemini did last year. Okay, so first they conducted one test. Okay, and in that test there were basically 4 sections. Okay, first was the pseudocode technical test, English communication MCQ, game based aptitude test, and there was a behavioral competency profiling. Okay, out of these 4 rounds, okay, pseudocode, English communication, and game-based aptitude test, these were elimination rounds. Okay, so for example, if you appear for pseudocode, immediately after the test, they will tell you whether you are selected for the next English MCQ round or not. If you are not selected, you get eliminated. If you get selected, then you go for the English communication round. Okay. Again, for English communication, immediately on the same day in the same slot, you give that test. If you crack it, immediately you will give the game-based aptitude test. Okay. And then the behavioral competency profiling. But behavioral competency profiling was a non-elimination round. Now, guys, just make sure that we are discussing, keep this in mind, we are discussing the previous year pattern. After this, we are going to check the this year latest pattern, but this was the previous year pattern. I am discussing this because a lot of things from this pattern are taken in new pattern also. Okay. So after that particular game-based aptitude round, there was behavioral competency profiling. Now what used to happen is, based on these 4 rounds, those who were the top performers, they were only allowed for the coding round last year. Okay. And that coding round, if you crack, you get the senior analyst role. Okay. So coding round had 2 questions and 45 minutes. Pseudocode 25 questions, 25 minutes. English communication 30 questions, 30 minutes. Game-based aptitude 4 games. I'm going to talk in detail about each of these particular rounds. Okay. And if you crack these particular first test on a particular day, then the coding round was there on another day only for the top performers. Others, they were directly given the technical and HR interview. Okay, those who crack these first 4 rounds, you will either go for the technical and HR interview directly, or if you are top performer, then you will go for coding round. And after coding round, there was an interview. Okay, so basically what Capgemini did last year, coding round was there for only for those who were eligible for the senior analyst role. Okay, those who perform very well in the first 4 rounds, you get the coding round opportunity for the senior analyst role. Others, they directly go for the technical or HR interview, or they get eliminated. Okay. Now, what has happened this year? Okay, so this is the latest pattern right now, which we have received. And they have not yet given details about the number of questions or the number of what is the time duration and everything. What they basically have, they have given some pointers. So what they have told, first is there is going to be English and technical MCQ and cognitive assessment. Okay. Second, there is going to be a spoken English assessment. Nowadays, most of the companies are introducing this spoken English assessment, English communication test. Accenture is conducting that. I think even Cognizant is conducting that. Now Capgemini is conducting, even Hexaware has conducted communication test. So communication has become a very important part. And third is going to be the coding assessment. Now, this is a brief idea which Capgemini has given, but they have provided some more details also. What they have said, game-based cognitive assessment and English MCQ is retained. Retained means English MCQ and game-based cognitive assessment will be there this year also. Okay. What they have included additionally is technical assessment. Okay. So previously what used to happen, the technical MCQ was based on data structures, algorithms, and pseudocodes. Okay. Now what they have done, the technical assessment will include database, networking, cloud fundamental questions, along with pseudocode and data structure algorithm questions. So this MCQ test, technical MCQ test, last year had only DSA and pseudocodes. Okay. This year, that MCQ test is also going to have questions based on database, networking, and fundamentals of cloud. Okay. Now, what they have also mentioned, for certain roles, okay, technical assessment MCQ will also have stream-based questions to check readiness of student in their area or area of specialization or branch. So maybe for some roles, the technical MCQ will even have questions related to your branch. Okay. Maybe if you are related to electronics or ENTC or any other branch, maybe there will be questions related to your branch. Why they are doing that? To check your readiness of a particular student in your particular area of specialization or branch. Okay. So still Capgemini has not given details about what is the number of questions, what is the time of the test, or what exactly the domain based questions will be for some of the roles, or for which roles they are going to ask these particular domain based questions. They have not told. What they have told, there will be English MCQ, technical MCQ, and game based cognitive assessment. Technical MCQ is going to have questions based on database, networking, cloud fundamentals, okay, along with pseudocode. Pseudocode, that is DSA. Okay, so I'll tell you what exactly was there in last year in pseudocode section. Okay, so this is very important, guys, that along with DSA, pseudocode, English MCQs, and game-based aptitude, you need to have some basic knowledge of database, networking, and cloud fundamentals to make sure you crack the Capgemini's first round. Okay. And afterwards, there is a spoken English assessment. So they have not given much details about it, but most of the companies conduct this spoken English or communication round to check your reading, listening, and speaking English skills. Okay. Most of the companies keep it non-elimination round, but we don't know what Capgemini has done exactly. So once we get more details about it, definitely we will update you. Okay. Guys, one more very important thing. If you like the way we are sharing this particular information with you, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, because it will motivate us to create more such videos. Okay. After the English assessment, spoken English assessment, okay, so there will be a coding assessment. Now they have again not given much details, but last year there were 2 questions and 45 minutes for the coding assessment. Okay. Now what we will do, so that at least you can start your preparation, I'll give you some of the very important topics for each of these sections based on the previous year pattern. Okay. So last year, what happened? The first section was the pseudocode technical test, and it had 25 questions and 25 minutes. And basically, there were 2 subsections. Okay. In this particular section, there were 2 subsections. First was there are 10 questions on data structures. Okay. And 15 questions on algorithms, or you can say the name of the section was algorithms, and pseudocode questions were asked in that. Okay. So 10 questions on data structures and 15 questions on pseudocode or algorithms. Okay. So these were 2 subsections in the main section. So important topics were like, you need to know programming fundamentals, data structures, object-oriented programming. There were some code snippets on C, C++, and Java also. Okay. So what you can do, guys, once we end with this particular live session, if you can even visit our YouTube channel, and in that there is a playlist for Capgemini preparation. Okay. So you can go through that playlist. We have created a lot of videos on pseudocode section. We have created a lot of very important videos on game-based aptitude, English communication, MCQ. So after this video, I will even show you which playlist is that. So this is some of the important things you need to focus right now. Now, what happened in the English communication MCQ test? It was a 30 question, 30 minutes test. Again, a elimination round last year. So there were around 3 passages. So reading comprehension was there. Closed test. So closed test is there is a paragraph and there are multiple blanks which you need to fill. So 6 questions. There were 2 passages, 3 questions in each passage. So closed test. Parajumble or sentence rearrangement, 2 questions were there. Active passive voice based 2 questions were there. Direct and indirect speech, 2 questions. It is not phase, actually it is fact. Okay, so there is a typo. Fact, inference, and judgment, there were 2 questions. Okay, so there will be a statement, you have to tell whether it is a fact, inference, or judgment. So all these type of questions, guys, we have created sample videos on our YouTube channel. Okay. Replacement or sentence correction type of questions, there are 3 questions. Synonyms, 2 questions, and error spotting, 1 question. So this, all those, since we have not got exactly what will be the paper pattern for this year, all those who are preparing for Capgemini, you can start your preparation with these particular topics for the English communication MCQ. Okay. Those who have joined the session right now, just to tell you that I have not enabled the live chat. I will enable the live chat at the end of the session, wherein you can ask questions. Okay. Okay. Now this is very important. When Capgemini, I think they introduced game-based aptitude last year. Okay, and at that time a lot of students were confused what is this, because this was a completely new round introduced basically in this particular placement scenario. Never a company had introduced such kind of things. I think IBM used to conduct some game based aptitude test, but Capgemini was the first one among mass recruiters to introduce this particular thing. So we were the first one on YouTube who created this game based aptitude questions basically, and I'll show you after the end of this session like what exactly these game based questions are. Okay, so there is a motion challenge game, digit challenge, switch challenge, grid challenge, deductive reasoning challenge, and inductive reasoning challenge. So these are 4 to 6 games which are very important and you need to know for Capgemini's game-based aptitude round. Okay, we need to check if they introduce some new games, but I think these are the 6 games which they have been asking for past 2 years. Okay, so these are very important and you need to go through the videos which we have created to understand what kind of games these are. Okay, for the coding test, basically there were 2 questions, 45 minutes based on the programming fundamentals and data structures. We'll also create some sample videos on previous year coding questions by Capgemini. Okay, yeah. Now, these are some of the important topics for networking, database, and cloud. So these are not previously asked. These are probable. Okay. So as you can check, I have written on the top, these are important topics and probable topics, which we think if you go through these particular topics, it will be helpful for you for this year's Capgemini test. So you can take a screenshot of this. This again, I'll tell this is not based on previous year, because previous year there was no networking, database, and cloud questions in Capgemini test. These are probable topics which Capgemini can ask MCQ questions based on. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. I will not read the topics right now. Okay. Next, these are some of the important things for technical and HR interview. So whenever we ask students who appeared for Capgemini's technical and HR interview, so most of the questions were based on what projects they had done. Most of the questions were basically based on the resume. So whatever you have mentioned in your resume, your area of interest, whatever latest technology awareness you have, they had questions on that. Communication skills were also checked during the interview. Why Capgemini? There were basic questions like introduce yourself. So see, basically there is nothing much very different in Capgemini's personal or technical interview. I think we have already made a video on YouTube how to face Capgemini's technical and personal interview round. So you can also go through that particular video. Okay. Now just a minute. Yeah. So guys, just again, I'm going to announce that we are going to start with the Capgemini's preparation batch, masterclass batch on 16th of August. So we'll be covering around 20 to 30. I have not mentioned the fixed number of hours for live sessions because we don't know exactly on what date the company will be. So if more time permits, we'll be conducting more live sessions. So around 20 to 30 hours of live Capgemini specific training, 60 plus hours of recorded Capgemini specific training will be there. We are going to cover all the sections like pseudocode, DSA, networking, cloud, database, game-based round, English MCQ, and coding round. Okay. So apart from that, if you're not good with the basics, then you can go through our 300 plus hours of foundation training from basic to advanced. Okay. So which includes aptitude, quant reasoning, verbal, C, C++, Java, Python. So this will be useful for all other companies. So Capgemini is not asking directly questions based on quant and reasoning, but it will be useful for you for other companies. There are mock tests for practice. Technical and personal interview training is included and mock interviews also there. So we are going to start with this batch on 16th of August. Now, guys, if you are preparing for multiple companies, okay, then you can go for a complete masterclass. One very important announcement, guys. So we have also included certification courses on data science, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, along with real-time projects in our masterclass. Okay. So already we were giving full stack developer certification course, but along with that, we have included these particular courses. So masterclass includes all companies training. It will be useful even when you prepare for off-campus drives. Okay. Now just let me show you the YouTube playlist which I was talking about. Just give me a minute. Okay. Ajinkya, till then you can enable the live chat so that students can ask their query. Okay. Guys, if the live chat is enabled, you can just refresh the page and you can start with your questions. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay. Okay. So guys, Ajinkya, is my screen visible? YouTube playlist?
Yes, please, visible.
Okay. So guys, you can check over here. We have a complete playlist for Capgemini preparation. We have got English communication, MCQs, videos. You can check, guys, more than 1 lakh students have watched these videos. Okay. 60,000 students have watched this particular video. So this is what we created for 2022 batch. Soon more videos will come for your batch, but till then you can start the preparation with this, because anyways English MCQ, pseudocode, DSA questions are going to be asked, since they have game based questions are also going to be asked, since they have added new things. They have not deleted much of the things from the previous you can say selection process. So pseudocode questions, let me just show you. Yes, guys. See, this is the most important video which you have to watch. Okay. How to solve game-based aptitude questions. We have discussed switch challenge, digit challenge, motion challenge, grid challenge. More than 230,000 views, guys. This is a very important video which you must watch. Share it with all your friends from your colleges who are preparing for Capgemini. Okay. You can check, even we have created some more pseudocode, English MCQ pseudocode videos. Okay, so these are all very, very important videos which you must watch. You can go through this particular you can say playlist. Okay. Yeah. So this was what I wanted to show you. I'll just check if there are any questions which students have been asking. Let me just refresh my page.
Which students are asking about the criteria and on campus,
Okay.
off campus. Please share it.
Okay. Yeah. So first of all, guys, what is eligibility criteria? Currently, I think whatever information I have received, maybe they are not going to consider for 10th and 12th marks like last year, but we haven't still received the confirmed criteria. Okay. So the confirmed eligibility criteria, percentage, whether they are going to consider 10th and 12th marks or whether they will just consider the graduation marks, because last year Capgemini did not consider 10th and 12th marks, they just considered graduation marks. So let us check. We haven't still received that information, and I think you will be the first one to receive that information, because if Capgemini is visiting your college, your training and placement officer will tell you about the eligibility criteria. So currently, guys, on-campus drive has launched. Okay, off-campus drive has not launched yet. But what happens is Capgemini repeats its on-campus drive pattern for the off-campus. Okay, so off-campus will be probably after November or December. Whenever there will be any off-campus update, we'll definitely update you about it. Okay, Capgemini is visiting our campus at 23. So what should I prepare more on new syllabus or the old one? Definitely you have to prepare on the new syllabus. But see, what has happened is in the new selection process, they have not removed the old selection rounds. Like they have already included the English MCQ round. Pseudocode data structure MCQs are already there. Game-based aptitude is there. So anyways, you have to prepare that. What new things you need to prepare is basically, I'll just go over here. Yeah. So what new things you have to prepare is you have to go through the basics of database, networking, and cloud. So that is the most important thing. Apart from that, all previous things like pseudocode, English communication, game-based round, you have to prepare for all of this. Okay. So anyways, so these are some of the important concepts which you can start preparing. Okay. When will be off campus? After November or December. Already I have told that. Okay. Any other question apart from on campus and off campus? I think most of the students are asking that question. Currently, guys, on campus drive has started. See, generally, apart from TCS and Wipro, most of the companies in this particular semester will go for on campus drive. Okay. So once they cover their on campus drive selection process, then in the next 3 to 4 months, they are going to launch with the off campus selection drive. Okay. Any other question, guys? Mechanical branch are allowed. Last year in some of the colleges, mechanical students were allowed. In some of them, only circuit branch were allowed. So this year we need to check. So detailed eligibility criteria is not yet declared by the company. So wait for the company to announce detailed eligibility criteria. I'm 2023 batch, pass out 12th marks less than 60, but after 12th I completed diploma 70% eligible. See, currently I told you eligibility criteria is not yet declared. Okay, but wait for it. Brief about coding round. Okay, so coding round basically last year what happened? The coding round had 2 questions of 45 minutes, and one question was based on programming fundamentals, and second question was based on DSA. So soon we will make a sample video on coding round of Capgemini. You'll understand what type of questions are asked. Where to practice game-based questions? So actually you cannot practice game-based questions because the entire gaming interface is very different. Okay, what you can do is you can go through our videos. It will really help you a lot, guys. Okay, go through our YouTube videos. It will help you a lot for game-based aptitude. In my college, Capgemini is coming in the last week of August. Sir, I'm confused what I study. Guys, if you are really confused about your preparation, I would really recommend you to join our complete masterclass or Capgemini masterclass. So Capgemini masterclass, we are starting from 16th of August. Okay, instead of searching random material on internet, don't waste your time. Okay, you can join this. We are covering the training for all the sections of Capgemini. And if you are not able to purchase it currently, at least go through all the YouTube videos which we are creating for Capgemini. At what level this topic should I study? I think you need to study at least medium level. Okay, medium level you have to study. In my college, Capgemini is coming in 55% on October. Okay, let's wait and check what exactly the criteria is once the company officially announces that. Ajay, off-campus drives start after December, November or December. Okay. In masterclass, will you cover all the Capgemini and Accenture company classes? Yeah. So if you go for complete masterclass, so we cover preparation for all the companies. So guys, currently 10 plus companies are covered, and maybe in the next 6 months, we are adding 10 more companies in that. Okay. And if you go for this particular complete masterclass, either you can go for a 2-year subscription or a 1-year subscription. It will be helpful for you to appear for a lot of off-campus drives. Okay. So guys, all these companies like TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant, Accenture, DXC, Tech Mahindra, LTI, all these companies are going to conduct off-campus in next semester. So don't think that your college is not getting any company, so why should I prepare? What will happen is ultimately company will come and you won't be prepared. So instead that start preparing in the next 4 to 5 months, off-campus drives will start, and you will get opportunities for all of these companies, even if they are currently not visiting your campus. Okay. Sir, tell about Accenture. What about Accenture? Accenture is covered. Yeah, Accenture is also covered in complete masterclass. We have created a separate video for Accenture. Okay. Let me just check. I'll show you that. Yes. If you check, guys, we have already covered a detailed video on how to prepare for Accenture. In that, we have covered the latest pattern for Accenture. What are the important topics? What are the previous year? You can say paper analysis, weightage. Everything is covered in this video. So you can just check this after this particular live session. Okay. For coding, which should be preferred, Python, Java? I think they will give you all 4 options: C, C++, Java, and Python. Okay. We have persistent on campus now. Will you take that? We are on a decision for that. We'll surely let you know. Okay. I don't know your name. Random stuff is your currently the profile name. So you can contact us maybe by tomorrow, and we'll let you know if we are going to include persistent preparation right now. Okay. Sir, on campus round wise rejection is there or not? Last year it was there. Okay. Last year, if you check all the first 3 rounds, they had actually they were elimination rounds. So last year, I'll just go to the last year pattern. So yes, the first 3 rounds were elimination rounds. Okay. Sir, quantitative aptitude round will be there or not? No, there is no quantitative aptitude. As of now, company has not declared. Last year also, there was no quantitative aptitude round. Okay. There is game-based aptitude test. Okay. Sir, which month Infosys campus start for off-campus drive? All off-campus drive will start after November and December. Okay. Rutvij, what your seniors were telling? I didn't understand your question. If I eliminated in on-campus drive, then can I appear for off-campus drive? I think there is a cooling period. For some companies, it is 3 months. For some companies, it is 6 months. You have to wait between two selection processes. After that, you can again apply. Accenture is coming in my college on 16th August. How you can prepare? Rahul, you can just go through our video. I won't recommend you to join our class for Accenture right now, because if it's coming on 16th, you have already got 3 days. So in 3 days, I think it will be better if you go through our YouTube videos. If you are preparing for off campus, then you can go and purchase our Accenture masterclass. Accenture, there is no criteria. Yes. So Accenture, I'll just tell you that this year they have introduced that there is no percentage criteria. Okay. So they have just kept that they don't want any gap during engineering, and they don't want any live active backlogs. So there is no percentage criteria. Sir, what about round-wise rejection? Seniors were telling on campus is not having this criteria. See, Rutvish, currently we need to wait for criteria. Okay, we need to wait for Capgemini to tell us more details. Okay, because elimination round, which ones are the elimination rounds, which ones are non-elimination rounds, that company has not yet declared for this year. It is on campus, Akash. Okay, so guys, I'll wrap up this particular session right now. If any of your queries have remained unanswered, you can get in touch with us on Instagram page. On Instagram, you can just search Talent Battle 2023. You'll find our page. Around 40,000 students are following us there. And we'll get in touch with you. Whatever query you are having, we'll solve that particular query. Okay. So one more thing, Capgemini Masterclass preparation starts on 16th August. Accenture preparation masterclass, just we have started yesterday. Still, you can join. If you are preparing for multiple companies, join our complete placement preparation masterclass. One very important announcement, guys. Just those who have joined now, or if you haven't heard before, we have introduced the new certification courses like data science, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, along with real-time projects, along with our full stack course also. And one more very big announcement. So we have already in touch or tie up with TCS Ion. We have partnered with them. And if you are going for a 2-year subscription of complete placement preparation masterclass, then you get a free TCS Ion 10 days internship for free. Okay. Or if you don't want that internship, you can give a paid NQT, TCS paid NQT for free. So if you go for a 2-year subscription, either you will get a 10-day TCS on internship, or you can go for a paid NQT completely free of cost. So that is only for the students who enroll for a 2-year masterclass subscription. Okay. So if you are interested, you can just contact us. We'll provide you the links and discount coupon codes as well. Sir, if we do only your YouTube videos, is that enough for to clear Capgemini? Those YouTube videos are just to give you an idea. Those are sample questions. You have to practice a lot of questions, go through a lot of questions. So everything is not possible to be put up on YouTube, but we have created maximum videos possible. You can go through those particular videos in our Capgemini playlist. Okay. Okay. So guys, thank you for attending this particular live session. If you're liking the way we are doing this particular knowledge sharing or update sharing process, then make sure you press the like button. Share this video, guys, with your friends who are preparing for Capgemini. Also, if you're preparing for other companies, there are a lot of other videos which we have made on our YouTube channel. Okay. So thank you all. And if any query remain unanswered, contact us on Instagram. Okay. Thank you all.